What's going on, people? hmm So, shout out to the viewers and shout out to T Mac who brought something to my attention. An article, well, not an article, but a video uh, from another YouTuber who reported that the government is having difficulty issuing stimulus checks to the people. Go figure. Um, and this article from the Washington Post headlines: Federal officials scramble to ensure tech glitches, bureaucracy don't delay $1,200 coronavirus checks. I mean, you gotta laugh, to keep from crying, I tell you. The IRS plans to send the checks to millions of Americans, but numerous pitfalls could bog things down. I'll leave a link in the description to the video that the T-Mac sent, and also to this article that is right here, so you can peruse and read it at your own leisure. At this point, I'm not going to go into it, but just again exclaim my views on the situation, because this is only going to highlight the present challenges and serious problems that are currently present throughout the country, especially here in New York City. This is a problem that seems like is getting worse. What to do? I don't know. I personally don't know what to do, or what, not to say what to do, but what to even say to even make sense out of all this. I can't. This is just upside down, left, right, and center, whatever you want to call it. This is just a mess. It's clearly a mess. The part about this also that's interesting, that the video, the YouTuber, his name is Bix Weir. I used to follow Bix Weir years ago. He was part of I don't know if they're still acknowledging each other like that, but he was part of a group of YouTubers called the Three Amigos, with Jay Snip and Cliff High. So the three of them, every once in a while, years ago, would stream and do videos and report on crypto and different issues of the like. Now, Bix exclaimed that the banks were paid. They received their stimulus instantly. Why is that not surprising? Why is that not surprising? The banks received their funds immediately. This week, days after President Trump signed the bill into law. He signed it last Friday, and the banks already received their funds. The people, however, were told to expect to receive their stimulus checks in various amounts, some not at all, within 3 weeks, beginning in 3 weeks. And now to hear that not only are the checks going to be delayed due to whatever issues that they're having, but that it could take much longer than 3 weeks. Add that to the recipe of problems. Add that to the pot of issues that's happening, where people are just going to be facing dire circumstances. Dire. I mean, dire. Yesterday was the first, so all types of bills are due with respect to housing. Yesterday was the first, and many people did not work this week because their jobs stopped. They had to be relieved of their duties, fired, laid off, no work, jobless, unemployed. Unemployment, from last I heard, reached over 6 million as far as people reporting to receive unemployment. I don't know how quick that's going to kick in. Not sure if it kicked in this week for some or if it'll kick in next week. Couple that with the fact that folks have no monies. Couple that with the fact that people always have needs every day. When you have needs and you have no monies, problems arise. Simple as that. Simple as that. I just, it's very telling what's going on. It's very disturbing. Incredibly disturbing. We heard that the government is trying to put the money in the hands of the people right away. And again, this was 2 weeks ago when we were hearing about this, and the earliest that they were talking 2 weeks ago was April 6th. And that's really not right away. Not when the end of the month was approaching. Now we're past the end of the month. We're into the new month. And April 6th is no longer the date. It's pushed back 3 weeks. And now it's pushed back even further to who knows how long. Who knows how long. And again, see, in this article right here, but the Treasury Department's ability to meet the congressional mandate hinges on systems it is still bringing online. In a matter of days, federal officials must craft a website for some people to enter their banking information, beef up their security so that malicious actors can't steal sensitive financial data, hackers, and brace to be bombarded by questions from Americans who aren't sure what they're owed and how to obtain the money. Tonight, also, it's another thing. It reminds me of the ICO craze back in 2017, where there was a countdown or a timer attached to the crypto projects that were supposedly launching their projects and in offering initial coins. And, folks were just right there, ready to press those keystrokes, exercising their fingers to, get into whatever project they're trying to get into. That's what this reminds me of, because I believe by midnight tonight, Eastern Standard Time, the Paycheck Protection Program will go live. What that means, I guess the banks, because it's funded through the SBA, the Small Business Association, banks will be able to accept applications from small businesses who are inquiring about receiving help for the program, so that they can pretty much either keep their staff, rehire their staff, keep their businesses afloat by using the funds to pay, for payroll purposes, to pay the mortgage to keep for their businesses, pay the rent for their businesses. And I believe there are 2 other specific guidelines attached to that. But there's a cap on that money as well. And those in crypto know when the clock winds down to zero, in many cases, systems crash, and that's in crypto. So imagine in an antiquated system like what you're dealing with right now. I hope things fare well. We don't know. We shall see. But this is just another hurdle to add to the multitude of hurdles that we have already jumped and that we're looking ahead to jump over. Hold on to your seats, people. Just hold on to your seats. This is crazy. I'll talk to you later. Be well.